Alright, this is Calibos, and we're playing Stoneblock 2. So I've done a little bit more homework. Well, not really homework, but... and I found a solution for the translocator problem. So we still have the two that you see here. And I still have this basically for emergencies, but... You'll notice that we no longer have the buildup. So, turns out, if you have an empty drawer that's unlocked, and that's what this is basically my overflow drawer now. Translocators goes, okay, there's an empty space, I can try to put it in there. At which point it does that, and then storage drawers goes, this has a location, and puts it in the right location. So, it works. And it's just having an empty drawer somewhere on the system that's unlocked so that translocators says that there's a place for it. So that's cool. Now, one of the things that we have been thinking about doing, or tried to do before and couldn't, is this. So we're going to grab some Certus Quartz Essence. We're going to grab a couple of them. I guess we don't technically need that many, we'll just get rid of some. So we are going to build ourselves some presses from Applied Energistics. So we're going to need a calculation press, which is going to require a pure Certus Quartz crystal. So in order to get a pure crystal, we're going to need Certus Quartz seed and Certus Quartz dust. From Certus Quartz dust. Do we have Certus Quartz, or are we going to have to grind it? So that's sugar. I don't honestly see any in here. It looks like we're going to have to grind it. That's not too bad, though. I mean, we've got stuff. So this is Certus Quartz. Another thing that's going on is we now have blaze chickens producing stuff. So that's pretty cool. And then I am working on leveling Restonia crystals in the automatic leveling thing, which now works a lot faster than since I've chunk loaded it. So let's actually put this back so we have room. Now we're going to need to grind stuff up. So we're going to need stuff. Let's see what tech we have in here. Now I've already set aside a place, and that's a generator, it's a metallurgic infuser, gold chest. Wait, didn't it say something about a metallurgic infuser? Enrichment chamber, that's what it is. So, if we have a Certus Quartz crystal, we can actually just convert it straight to a pure Certus Quartz. Now, that's not very efficient, because if we do it with the sand and the seed, it actually, it will give us 2. So that's a thing that we are needing to be aware of. So it doesn't look like we have anything to grind stuff with, and we're going to need stuff to grind stuff with. And I maybe need a map for my stuff. So I'm just going to have to get in the habit of checking that every time I come in now. Let's get rid of this. So at least the gold one's going to be fairly easy. So we'll get 4 for the moment. Or 1, 2... Actually, let's just do 1, because we can make more later. And I have concerns about inventory space. So that was logic. Now we're going to need engineering. That's going to be a diamond. We have diamonds up there. And this is so that we don't have to do quite as many stairs. I mean, I guess it's good exercise for Steve, but you know, I'm very lazy, so we'll have to reduce the exercise quotient. All right. Something. So looks like our plastic has maxed. Oops. Holy monkeys, I cannot walk today. See, this is why we don't do stairs. Stairs are evil. Make you there. I mean, actually, I climb a lot of stairs in the real world. But not for recreation. Not for recreation. Or even for fitness. It's just an accidental side effect. So we need silicon as well. So we can do silicon. And now we have a silicon press. So typically what I'll do with silicon is I'll actually make one silicon press for each of the other presses so that they have a dedicated silicon press. So we want a pure Certus quartz. Pure Certus quartz. So we still need something to grind with. We can do that with the... Weird. So right off the bat, especially since we're talking early game, this is probably going to be one of our things. So let's check our quest really quick. So we have... we've completed the burning effigy, which gives us... Oh my gosh, that's handy. Storage. We've completed drawer controller. So let's go ahead and break this for a second. Quest completed drawer controller. Then we're gonna put it back. And we're gonna put our translocator back. And then we are going to click on that button with an empty hand, and I've just right-clicked, and then it moves everything into it. And there we go. Simple as that. So you'll notice the floor cake is gone. I've been eating floor cake. It's kind of grainy. So that's a thing. A slave is actually a really cool thing. It's an extension of the drawer controller. It acts as a secondary input. So if we need additional inputs later, we can attach a slave. Do we want to make a slave at just this moment? I'm not sure that we actually do. So let's make something to crush. So crusher. So let's look into industrial foregoing, or yeah, industrial foregoing. Weird. So a bunch of those blocks have actually been like... Oh, no, they're there. I am just accidentally sorting. So we're looking for... Huh, how weird is that? Alright, well, let's look into other things. So, we have mechanism, I guess. And we have steel now. Did we decide that the steel casings were hard? Okay, so we have osmium, we've got that, so crusher. So let's go ahead and make some steel casings. We're going to need some basic control units. So let's go into the metallurgic infuser. Metallurgic infuser. That would be this thing. So we're going to need 2 furnaces, osmium, 2 redstone, and 4 iron. For the moment, let's get rid of that. So we need 1 more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're looking for osmium. Osmium. Like so, like so, like so, and then we have the metallurgic infuser. So one of the other things that we're doing, yeah, this is a room. I'm working on it. We'll get to that room later. I meant to not actually go there for just this moment. So what we're going to need is more flux points and stuff. We're also going to need more flux power stored, so I've got a flux block. This metallurgic infuser is going to be very helpful, and like I said, we're going to need to power it. So, flux point. So we're going to need some flux cores, which are going to need obsidian, some flux, and some obsidian. I need a pouch. Does this have a location? How about that? Apparently leather is now full. So those may not actually have locations. How embarrassing is that, right? Just do that for now. Okay, whatever. Everything's fine now. Everything's fine. So let's grab some of our obsidian. We need some ender pearls. Obsidian. Ender pearls. Ender pearls. Ender pearls. Let's grab some of this, and then we can... do that. Click that. Get rid of those. Get rid of that. So now we're going to put some of that. That will give us Eyes of Ender. Now we can get rid of this. Okay, apparently there's no location for seeds, which kind of makes sense since I don't use all that many of them. Good to know. So we want some of these. We're going to need some flux, which we have. We can actually... flux block doesn't... Oh, weird. So I can just make flux blocks straight up. Oh, that's gonna save me a lot of work. So let's cook that. Let's see anything else that looks like it's gonna fill up anytime soon. This probably will, actually. That might. None of these look super full. Yeah, I'm just taking a quick look to see if anything is at 512 before we... I don't care if any of that stuff voids. Come on, almost there. Can actually put this here. We'll grab the flux. Then we're going to need flux points. And that's going to require redstone. So that'll give us that. That'll give us that. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So for the moment, we'll do it in here because this is where our power is. It's not where it needs to be, but I'll move things around later when we can. So we'll throw that to more power. We have more power now. So in order to do, assuming that we want to do a crusher, so we're going to need some basic control circuits, which are going to take a redstone and osmium, which we have. I know, right? How crazy is that? So we're just going to feed that through there, and feed that through there, and wait. So we only need 2, so that's not going to be too long of a wait. And it looks like it requires 1 piece of redstone per osmium to do our basic control circuits. Now, I'm just going to convert this really quick. I realize that the crafting stations are kind of buggy. So now we need steel casing. So 4 steel, 1 osmium, and any glass. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Osmium. So we'll get a steel casing. Now in order to this, we're going to need 2 buckets of lava. So steel casing. We're going to need 4 redstone. We're going to need lava, and I think that we have a little bit of lava laying around somewhere. Not sure where. So lava. lava. Then we're going to need these to there and there. We'll chuck that back in the system. Pull out our crusher. Ta-da! So we have the crusher now. So that will automatically do that. Now we can toss our Certus quartz crystal in here. We're going to need to go get a piece of sand. Sand's over here. Pick that back up. I'm not actually sure why I'm carrying that around, but I just am. Enjoy. Alright, so we're going to take our Certus quartz dust here. We're going to combine it with the sand. That's going to give us 2 Certus quartz seeds. They do not despawn. They also do not grow very quickly, so that is kind of a hassle. We're going to take some charged Certus quartz, which should be somewhere. There it is. We're going to take some charged Certus quartz. We're going to take some nether quartz, and then we're going to go grab some redstone. And then we're going to come over here to our handy dandy place of water. And then we're going to do this. 1, 2, 3. And that is very bizarre. And less helpful than it could be. Okay, so that was annoying. Oh man, let's see if we can get this to work by camping out under the water. Nope, that nether quartz floats. None of the rest of it floats, but nether quartz floats. I think I have a water source here. That's funny. Ta-da! And now we have 2 stacks of flux crystals, which is going to make the next step on our journey for this easier. I promise, we're still doing the AE thing. I don't see any super quests for AE, but that's fine. Okay, so we are going to need an inscriber, because we haven't made one of those. Inscriber. So we're going to need 2 sticky pistons. We're going to need 1 flux crystal, which conveniently we have. Now, sticky pistons are going to require slime. I think that we have a little bit of slime here somewhere. Oh, yes, of course. There might be a little bit of slime by the slime trees. Who knew, right? So we have pistons. I thought I made a bunch of pistons. Did I do a terrible thing with pistons? Okay, so we'll call the episode here. I will figure out where my pistons are, and then we'll move on with life. I'm sure that they're around. But I hope you liked the episode. If you did, please leave a like. You know, questions, comments, concerns can all go below. And I want you folks to have a great night.